into the later stages of Group Red because it's not happening so far. Incilio on the south side right now in the compound that they hold, one of the major forces in this lobby. I'm also looking at Team Queso on their hilltop on the southeast side of Pmgc. Just across the road, you can see Fash has taken a scout out towards them. They've got a lot of high ground oversight. Teams from the west may look to try and rush over it, though. SIA kind of the only team.
I think some of these early rotations, especially on our angle, are just made unfortunate by their decisions on the drop spot. I mean, this one obviously works out, but it has been incredible for them. There's been questions about ASIA in the past and the players on ASIA in the past and the players on that team and how well they can do, but this group stage is really proving a lot of people wrong here, and I think that they are a fantastic team and one of the best squads coming out from that region in a long time.
Virtus Pro on the hillside. For Galaxy, they've lost Snowix, but that's a little bit isolated from the rest of the roster as well. Losing another on the forefront would be really far from ideal, but Tixie down there. A move forwards from Redox to try and secure them a path towards their team. ASIA flexing out. A good third-party rotate. They sent Falak, they've sent Noki out to get stuck in on this one. Snowix is still down there. You can see Narvalo desperately wants to establish control, and they might have been able to do it. Virtus Pro get pushed aside. ASIA, if they're not quick enough, they won't be able to capitalize on this weakness. I liked the flex out. They didn't get too much value for it, but they'll be okay just to pull that one back. Uh-oh! Is Snowix in? I think he might be, as they try to pull him back into the zone. He doesn't have too much time left.
Yeah, Snowix is a little bit on the edge here. Might be able to get him back up, but I think he did fall in the process, which is not great, but I think the Galaxy is far ahead. Again, what they're looking for is consistency. They know that on their large games, they can get even further into this tournament. So right now, this game is more about a salvage. Tiamba, for the first time in a while, getting some shots out. They have had a slow start to today, and TJB even finding damage over towards their fellow PEL members. Some great shots their way. They are just absolutely cut off on the hillside here. Do not see them getting too much further into this game. Na'Vi, on the other hand, this is something we haven't talked about, but we have to talk about now, John. This crash from Na'Vi over towards the IWNRX compound. Let's see how this one goes, because I think this will be a testament to Na'Vi's strength here in the lobby.
Absolutely. IWNRX currently still on 4 players, but they've taken a knock. Na'Vi also on 4 players. I feel like IWNRX are going to be able to get this res. They have their building, their corner of the compound. Once the nades start to fly, they're both going to have to leave, and I think that's when IHC could potentially strike from the northern side. So a lot of dynamic situation unveiling itself on the northeast side. We'll have to see how they find this way out, because Na'Vi looks like they want to take the initiative. You can see in the picture-in-picture they're starting to move up and into the fight. Lemon gets that first knock, hops in through the window, looks for 2, and Na'Vi descend on it. Kine goes down on that second pump from the DBS. Looking for more as well, turning the corner. 2 knocks over towards IWNRX, sending on in a challenge, but Lemon is more than up to it, and IWNRX are absolutely demolished. Lemon chows down, and he's eaten good tonight. IHC don't even get a chance to third party.
Lemon, unbelievable player is this guy. The first to hit 100 eliminations over in PMSL EMEA 2. Really fantastic play there from Na'Vi. And this is not a play that I would have expected actually coming into this lobby, because I think the way that Na'Vi's been playing, they have been shut down at some of the worst moments in their matches. I didn't know whether they had that confidence to keep going. But that's the nice thing about having Axter on your team, is that he is just a consistent blessing on that squad of positivity. And I think that really does help you. And that's what you need in Nigeria a lot of times, is a guy that says that doesn't get pessimistic and can continue to provide those calls, which are really important in the moments like this one right here. They see IHC is coming up from that top side. Instead of just wavering in the compound, they immediately send out, take the hard decision. 6 does go down to Rogue, but it is re-knocked either way onto IHC. We'll see how Na'Vi can deal with this one. Zol just about misses onto Na'Vi. in the vehicle roll-up.
Na'Vi have to move. They haven't had time to get this res either. Lemon moving forwards, getting that stim ready to move on out, trying to confirm this flush. A 6 on the back of the buggy needs to be healed, clutching his stomach. He's looking the worse for wear, but the roll down onto Zyol is good. And Na'Vi make one more step. Out to the east side, though, TJB keep the flex going. IHC try to move into their territory, and they step out. They move out wide and look to flank through. TJB down, but can Na'Vi push through?
Yeah, I'm curious to see if Na'Vi's able to get all their players back up, but under the assault of both TJP and now as well as Falcons, this has been a hard position to get away from. Good shot over towards Flower, though. Will at least allow 2 players to break out from Na'Vi. 5 eliminations. They're looking for a difficult game. Move over towards ASI 8. I think it's just the 2 players, I believe.
It's 2 players for Enigma Galaxy. Yeah, I think there's a couple more for ASI 8. Yeah, they have got... Oh, no, they've got 2 as well. Yeah, so it's just a 2v2.
The player down towards the south side.
That's unfortunate. On their flex outs, they looked pretty good, but just a little bit too much challenge there. Team Queso, they've been moved aside. Will go down. Losing that high ground. They sent Melodious off into the distance, I think. But that's not going to last too much longer. And 4 players for Falcons up on the high ground. High ground on the edge of the circle and Falcons. Blank, I think I know where the circle's going.
Yeah, it's going to keep moving north. The thing for Falcons is that I expected more performance out of them so far. I know they're not doing badly, but honestly, maybe this is just a case of bad memories from Pmgc, let's put it that way, coming back to bite them. But good job to Na'Vi, though, on this south side. They made that rotate. They went over towards the cliff face. They know they're not in circle, but they can have consistent effect in towards this one. Good shots from Falcons, though. Keep pouring down, picking up more eliminations.
Incilio trying to hold off their compound against TJB, who are moving in from that northern side, but it's a pretty furious fight. Incilio looking okay, though. TJB have not managed to have the impact on the crash that maybe they would have liked. In the meantime, Na'Vi moving up from that south side, getting ahead of this road crossing. Actually surviving for a little bit longer. Into a decent spot here underneath the tower. They'll take up residency. Still on that crash, TJB looking to find the knocks, and they will start to exact the price. And Incilio are deemed to pay. 1 player left standing. It's just Vash, but TJB are on 2. They've got 10 eliminations here. Some high elimination counts already being displayed. Na'Vi on 6, ASI 8 on 8, TJB on 10. And not too many teams looking so healthy. It's the Falcons on 4.
Yeah, we expect this from TJB, though. I think that, you know, they have adapted and adapted much quicker than I expected them to, which is really cool to see for TJB. 10 eliminations on the game is fantastic. The door is still in play, Vash, just so you are aware. Yeah, for Na'Vi to be able to head down towards that south side and get back up towards the north, that's also very, very good. 6 eliminations, but it's top 5 that a lot of these teams are looking for, and likely going to be the next circle. This game should be an easy Falcons win. I think we can call that here, to be honest with you. I don't think you have to be too much of a genius to see it going their way.
I'm calling TJB. I think this is Longs' time to step up. We were criticizing his contribution to the team. And I'm doing that off nothing but pure vibes, Blank. That is completely silly prediction, but I'm going for it nonetheless. I'm liking it. The southeast side, the Falcons, unless they get the shift, then it's definitely them. Fash goes down, and there we go. Wait, that was the Blazer. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Long's not able to add another into his tally, but TJB cleared the southeast side.
Yeah, now looking to break out from position. They know they can't stay here for much longer. And again, the longer they wait, the more opportunity for teams to take shots towards them as they leave. Na'Vi still getting peppered on, but living in the process. Enigma Galaxy and ASA have to move. Na'Vi's just about in, I think, but I think if they have to, I think they might have to push like a couple of meters towards the eastern side, in which case they'll be opened up to Falcon sightlines. But yeah, they are in full survival mode right now.
It's a real tough time for those teams out on the east. I think TJB might be able to outlast them. The next crate, I don't think, is in the circle either. So you're looking at that rock, a tree, that's maybe going to keep you safe from the Falcons. But they've got 4 sightlines that are taking a real strong look over towards TJB's position here. It's going to be a smoke rollout, and I don't think TJB have the vehicles to really go for this one quickly. You can see the smoke starting to bloom. They're making that move now, and the Falcons need to be ready. They're watching that open ground. The smokes are still coming out for TJB. And with the zone putting pressure on, this southwest side is going to get messy. ASI-8 playing to the back of their building. They know the safe side of this one. And a shot over towards Icy. Over from Falcons there. Na'Vi find a little opener. ASI-8 now with a little bit more freedom because of that to go across. And Narvalo immediately met with the wrong end of a DBS. Noki able to go 1-for-1. IQ's down on the backlines. And a potential trade here for Pmgc to stay alive on the high ground. Spotted through the window.
No
That's
way.
so nasty from Falcons up the top. They're trying to sweep out, move towards Na'Vi. Can TJB use that smoke train now to get into position?
Yeah, for TJB, again, I think for Falcons, they are much more preoccupied with this fight on the western side. I think they're trying to pick up as many eliminations as possible and clear out TJB. So TJB might just been gifted a second place purely off the back of Falcons understanding that there is more limbs available to them on this east side. They weren't picked up by one another. But up to 6 now. Overwhelming 57.9% prediction here rate coming through for Falcons. Action's going to look to move a little bit.
This is the difficulty, though. I mean, Falcons are now right up against the blue zone flank. It goes south. TJB are in this with their rock. Their solo hold on this position may be enough to slow the Falcons down. Look at that. Icy's going to go. Falcons don't have too much cover to work with. 676 is there. Ooh, he needs to be very careful. Can't go down. Lemon does get spotted on the off angle. Long's also underneath the vehicle. Is taking tickle damage, but somehow shimmies away. No. Icy is down, but the Falcons on 3. Can they find the solo player out in the grass? They got 2 from Na'Vi to deal with. If they can get the res onto Lemon, but 6 is down, that means it's just 2 snakes out in the grass for the Falcons to try and pick up.
Yeah, the Falcons have to move, though. You're right. 8 eliminations, not a bad game whatsoever. And it is Redux. Can't really count this guy out, but I think with the position he's got to move into, oh boy, life is difficult. Smokes are really going to be the only thing that gives him any kind of cover, and he's sort of just playing off this lip to try and catch a player off as they move out into open ground. I think Top's the one that has the angles on him. Good shot from Redux, tries to confirm the elim. I think he might still get it purely off the play zone pushing in, and now it's a 1v2 with 676 with some awesome sightlines. Has to hit those shots though, and he's unable to do it.
The flush comes on through. It's a 1v2. He knows both of these positions, though. The shots came through. Did not have quite the sightlines to fully control that left side peak, unfortunately. And he's really committing to the shots onto East, but cannot quite connect. And East reads into that beautifully. Dips out through the smoke. Has the read exactly where he needs to go for the fire through it. Brilliantly pinged out. Played to perfection. And the Falcons descend on the open fields. A fantastic chicken dinner for them to find.
Yeah, 73 points. I think that puts them up to, which is awesome for the Falcons. And we wanted to see more out of this team, and that's the game to do it on. Very, very hefty control that they laid down on that north side of the map. But for Na'Vi, another strong game, a good play from them. And they got themselves out of what was a horrid situation, literally a horror movie on that northeast side.
Excellent way to close it down. Let's head back to the desk to set us up for the next.
Max, I'm just going to give it to you.
Falcons win, baby. It's there. It's time. Let's get it. But no, realistically, it was such a good game early on for Falcons in terms of scouting to get to that spot. They were just trying to survive to the late game. But Jukes, the shots off Top just made that entire late game scenario possible. Without Top there, they would have gone down in 5th or 6th place. But those shots onto the solo of IA, onto the players of TJB at some point, and clearing Na'Vi in particular, made all of this late game scenario possible for them to wrap up the win.
Dude, I swear Top made all of their jerseys by hand himself because this dude was threading the needle all game long. It was ridiculous. I mean, through the window. I mean, we were watching and we were just like, oh, they got eliminated. It must have been Na'Vi. And then we're like, Top? How the heck did he even get that shot off? I mean, what a game. 6 eliminations, 910 damage. This is the chicken dinner we needed to see from Falcons right here, right now. Couldn't have been done at a better time.
That's my MVP contender right there. That's what I wanted to see from Top, and it's good to see them on point. But it's kind of odd that we have 2 finishes very similar compared to their win yesterday on Orangle, where they just play an edge high ground positions, but they know how to use it to its full potential. And actually, East at the end too got a really good angle behind the smoke. I was like, how the hell did he hit the shot? But as you said, Jukes, he just pre-fired through the smoke onto that solo of TJB. Good games all around from a lot of teams, but really the rotates early on from Falcons to get to that spot in the first place really made that late game so much easier.
No.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं भाई, आप तो इतने बड़े हो गए हो, रिप्लाई नहीं दिया जा रहा आपसे हैं। मैं लानती गरीब, आवाज आ रही है? तुझे क्या आवाज नहीं आ रही थी? मैं कितना बोले जा रहा हूँ, क्या हुआ है? लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं? ओए ओए, चलो फिर तेरी बेइज्जती नहीं करता, मैं तेरी इज्जत कर लेता हूँ, दो तीन झूठ बोल देता हूँ। कितनी वाचिंग आ रही है बता, अगर बढ़ानी है तो मुझे बता, मैंने बहुत चीज से ग्रुप्स वगैरह में शेयर करनी तेरी लिंक वगैरह, कुछ वो वाले ग्रुप्स भी हैं, ठीक है, तो कमेंट्स वगैरह भी वैसे आएंगे। यू नो। अभी किस जगह पे लाइव है? यूट्यूब पे, टिकटॉक पे, कहाँ पे? अच्छा यार, कैमरे में हाथ हिला दो सारे।
वो अच्छा बात सुन, दादी की रिक्वेस्ट आई खड़ी है।
ये यार किसी को बेचता रहता है, चबल इंसान है ये।
सही। आज बाबा जी स्नाइप के फैन निकल आए थे चेयर पार्क में, कहते सर हमने आपको फॉलो किया हुआ है।
होए होए।
सही। अच्छा, इन्हें 1 मिलियन व्यूज गए थे। बन के गए थे। हाँ वो अभी कहो ना, कल पहली वीडियो जो अपलोड की थी, ऐसे हफ्ता रेगुलर अपलोड करोगे फिर 1 मिलियन तक चली जाएगी।
हाँ, फिर हम भी कहेंगे, फिर हम भी फकर से कहेंगे कि हमारा दोस्त जो है ना, बड़ा यूट्यूबर है, टिकटॉकर है।
हाँ
अभी तो नहीं ना कह सकते हैं, अभी तो ये
सही।
गरीब जैसा इसका नाम है, वैसे इसके फॉलोअर्स गरीब है।
हाँ
वैसे कितने फॉलोअर्स हैं गरीब? ओए ओए
मेरे
ओए,
ख्याल से
तो बड़ा टिकटॉकर निकला।
मेरे ख्याल।
वाह, तू तो बड़ा टिकटॉकर निकला बे। चलो यार, रेडी करो, गेम लगाते हैं यार।
डैडी ही है सारे। ऐसे हमें भी वो शाउट आउट होता है, क्या होता है वो तो दे दे।
कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं, थोड़ी इसकी अब इज्जत करो, इसको मतलब महसूस करवाओ कि ये बड़ा टिकटॉकर है। तो
डॉलर
गरीब
सभी
फिर नाम
अकाउंट
चेंज
एक लाइन ने
करके
हाथ से
अमीर का रखना है।
I won my last match.
यार डालर इसको डैश हेडशॉट जो है वो चूक के ना मर।
I made the top 3 just now.
डॉलर डालना का जो नोट पुराना होगा ना वो बंद हो जाएगा इसको देने के बाद।
अच्छा कोई नहीं तेरी हम इज्जत करेंगे ताकि तुझे महसूस हो कि हाँ तू बड़ा टिकटॉकर है।
हाँ।
हाँ जी टिकटॉकर है, बताओ कहाँ पे लैंड करने हैं?
इवेंट
हाल वालो यार हमारे साथ स्नैप गरीब टिकटॉकर है ठीक है यार। असली साइड को सर जा मेरा मार के
Watch out!
अंदर को वन फॉलो।
24 बंदे।
दोबारा से ट्रेनिंग है मैं कैसे नहीं जा स्नैप गरीब
दलील की बात।
नहीं दिया कवर। अच्छा अब वीडियो लगाई नाइस कवर टीममेट कवर ठीक है वीडियो बन गई ना तेरी।
बंदे कितने देखने का
0 वाचिंग आ रही होगी इतना मैं बता दूं मुझे।
बात है इसी तरह
एक काम कर तू सोच ले मैं सोच ले जल्दी काटे ले अहमद आ जाए खिला मिस्त्री पे जा
और चैट का लीडर है भाई का यार पता नहीं कहां फेंके मुझे खुद नहीं पता।
ये था
यार पे ही हूं
Help!
यार बचाओ बेटा तुमने मुझे बचा लिया।
तू भी बच
ये मुझे किल क्यों नहीं मिला ये वाला इधर ये पीछे ये वाली पेट
Marked an enemy's death crate.
ये किल नहीं मिला।
क्यों ये क्या ये किधर है?
पता नहीं है
तुम किधर नेट का
स्टार्ट ग्रेनेड मैं करके दिखाता हूं किधर
अच्छा तुझे नेट यार एक तो ये नेट के लिए यार बैन दी फ्री छूट नहीं रहा से
किधर है बंदा किधर है
इधर ऊपर ही किधर था अंदर है अंदर
ओ सामने खड़ा
किधर जा रहे हैं मातर चोर तुझे जाने देंगे हम।
किधर बंदा है यार
इसके बाद बंदे हैं
टंकी खड़ा मोली मारी
ओए ये होता है नेट
ऊपर ही गए
दो
मोली के अंदर भी है मोली के अंदर
हाय
नंबर
कैसा
4
दिया फिर 1 में 3 हो गया नेट से
बता रहा है
बेफिक्र हो जा वाई जेट वाली फीलिंग आ रही है मुझे तो
नेट तो
मेरे पास
दलील
वो
की
वाइस
फिर
पैक नहीं
140 है अपने साथ
मेरे पास वो वॉइस पैक नहीं है वॉइस पैक कर दे
इस मैंने बंदूक चाहिए यार मौला जट
बस
तो मौला जाओ
Watch out!
नीचे बंदा पुश कर रहा मैं इस पे आ जाओ
Watch out!
नीचे
तो कर ग्रेनेड
Help! Help!
स्नाइपर
मादर चोद
स्नाइपर यार यार वो कर दरमियान वाला वो खोलता हूँ इसे इधर ही बुला लीडर है
इनवाइट
इधर
कर
ही
इनवाइट
बुलाते
कर
हैं
इधर ही आ रहा हूं मैं इधर ही आ रहा
वो इसे इधर ही बुलाइए नंबर 4
हूं और रामी कैंप करके बैठ गया उधर
अरे वो तो फिनिश करने के फुल ताड़ में है और मैं आसरा
मेरे
नहीं
चक्कर है ना तो उसके 3 बंदे ऐसे मारे
आजा मैंने थोड़ी तो उठाई है 200 उठाई है इधर ही कहीं पड़ी होगी देख आगे पीछे बंदा आ रहा है
प्लेयर एरिया कितने बता रहे हैं
एक बंदा जा रहा है ये भी गया
ये भी 11 नाइस गुड हो गया
चलो चलो यार
इनवाइट नहीं किया तूने
ओ इनवाइट अभी भी रहता है खड़ा है स्नाइप ने नहीं किया अरे एक मिनट मैं करता हूं इधर से आगे निकाल नहीं किया वो कहता है कि 130 सेकंड बाद दोबारा होगा उसने किया था क्यों
बस रहने दे मेरे पास इनवाइट आया नहीं तेरा
तो एक दफा किया दोबारा का वो कह रहा है 130 सेकंड बाद हो
अब रहने दे बस मैं इधर ही आ गया इधर ही आ गया
चल 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 इधर से निकाल उठा के ना तो फिर आ गया हमारे साथ यार मेरे को 200 ने खा ली 200 से और भैया होंगे
आजा कातिल उठाते रिपोर्ट
लेकिन से कोई बंदा नहीं
मेरे पास हील नहीं है कुछ भी नहीं है
मेरा टाइम ही मोड़ दिया
और मुझे किट ना मिली मैं तो बढ़ गया
Help!
अगर ने हैक लगाया हुआ है
Watch out!
हेलो डैडी भी यार मैं हाँ हाँ कौन सा है कौन है बैठ के निकल भी गया ओ अल्लाह अल्लाह जी भागो ये तो मेरे को
मार तो
बना रहा है यार ये रिकॉल पहली साइड पे है ये रिकॉल नहीं
Watch
ये
out!
रिकॉल पे भी है पीछे साइड पे है
बस ठीक है गुस्सा गुस्सा गुस्सा
नीचे दिया ऊपर उठा दिया
ओए होए कातिल हाथ अरे
मुझे
क्या
नहीं-
कहते हैं लगा मुझे कौन मार रहा है
यार रिकॉल को
होए होए नाइस
यार एक और एक वो कार के ऊपर ऊपर ये जो इवेंट है
Watch out!
क्या रहता है
पीछे 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 पीछे
पीछे चल
कहाँ जाना है इवेंट के पीछे
पीछे पीछे
फाइट हो रही
पीछे
पीछे
Watch
ये
out!
पानी के साइड बंदा और आगे बंदा
Watch out!
यार 1 HP है 1 HP 1 HP 1 HP
कवर कर ये स्नाइप आई भी हो गया एक तो बचा लिया ना भाई ओ नीचे से पड़ गया कारण को मार अंदर के पास
हाँ हाँ
ओ
मार दिया उसको मार दिया नाइस
Watch out!
जोन में निकल जोन में तो एक और भी है पानी में अंदर है रिकॉल बढ़ चुका है
भैया ध्यान हो गया
ये बंदा किधर है कहाँ मार के कितने कहाँ
बंदे वो अभी इवेंट वाली था
Watch out!
तो आगे चले गए
Watch out!
हाँ एक घरों के पास में हाँ हाँ
वो बात है एक दफा सुन लिया ब्रो कमाल से बस
यार ग्रेनेड नहीं छूट रहा घंटे का
ये ग्लिच है यार
भैया हेलो यार
पीछे से भी बंदे आ रहे आगे
Help!
कहाँ से पड़ी
मैं हूँ किधर
यार एक तो ये बैन जी फ्री ग्लिच
हेलो यार मुझे
रुको वहीं पे यहीं पे रुको हिल नहीं अब बाकी 4 बंदे रह गए बस वो भी आगे वाली साइड
Watch out!
हिल लगा एक फ्रंट वाली साइड बंदे हैं कोई नहीं रुको जोन चेक करें अबे आओ घुसते हैं यार जो करते जिसके पास वुल्फ है वो आए वरना ओ नहीं तेरी खैर
यार मुझे रखा बोल हाथ रखा हुआ
कब का हाथ ओए क्या हो गया ब्रो मैं रिवाइव से किधर भी मैंने 1v2 कर दिया तू किधर किस दुनिया में है तो शुक्र है मैं इसके सामने वॉल मैंने छोड़ा ना एनिमेशन हो रही थी कब से ये बंदा भी गया आई थिंक ये लास्ट बंदा रह गया बस कौन मार रहा है बस एक बंदा है मेरा शिकार है भैया। मौत का मुझे शौक खाना चाहिए। तू आ गया, मैं क्या करूं?
मुझे लगता है अब लीडर का बैक
स्टार्ट यार, ये पता नहीं सामने आपसे ना आ गया था, ये लॉकआउट था। रीस्टार्ट करने गया था।
सही सही।
रुक, एक मिनट पानी पी लूं मैं, फिर लगाते हैं।
अच्छा काल खेडी थी मैं कि क्या जब मैं काल खेडी थी जब मैं कल जाते सार मार के आ गई थी। टेंशन वाला लीडर होएगा ना।
स्कूल ना खड़ी रख, ठीक है? रुके के ना रख। चलो भाई, गेम लगा रहे हैं। ओए, इस टाइम लॉबी आएगी।